leaving Molino Basin Campground where we left off. Getting on the trail about 6:50. Went home again, got a shower, slept, rested. We're on our way. We're shooting for Hutch's Pool, maybe a little bit further. Not a big day, but there's water apparently about a mile or two north of Hutch's Pool, which would cut off tomorrow's day a little bit. So we'll see if I do that or not. I don't know if there's camping up there or not. It's kind of on a steep incline, but there's a little down place where there's water, so hoping to camp there. We'll see on the trail here. On our way here, climbing out of Molino Basin. See the Catalina Highway still, Mount Lemmon Highway. Just some climbing so far, not super bad. And it's nice, it's only 50 degrees right now, but it'll be hotter. So we go down quite a bit to Sycamore Reservoir, is our first water stop here. There's a look at Mount Lemmon. The killer is we got to go down all the way to 3,000 feet before we start climbing back up to 8,000. So they always make you work for it. You got to go down before you go up, which right now we're at 5,000 feet. It'd be nice if it stayed at this level, but we got to go down to 3 and then, or 39, I shouldn't say 3, 3,900, and then go up to 8,000 there. But we're doing the bulk of that tomorrow. Climbing out of the Sycamore River area. Real pretty down here. A lot of birds and such. Just have a little bit more climb, and then it's basically downhill till we get to Hutch's Pool, and then a little bit of a climb to get to that parent water that's a couple miles north of there. So I'd be cutting out early today because I don't want to do the climb in the afternoon. I want to do that first thing in the morning. It's a 3,000 foot climb, so tackle that AM rather than afternoon. Just taking a break here. This is the most dangerous part of the trail so far. It's a real narrow trail. It drops like 300 feet right there. The ground is soft on the edges, so your poles don't dig in or anything. It's very, very dangerous. I don't get scared easy, but this is scary doing this part, just because of the softness. The trail's only a foot wide, first of all. You really can't use your poles because there's weeds on either side. And then it's real soft on the edges. I just didn't really fall, just knelt down. It didn't fall all the way, but it's tough. Very, very difficult. Can't wait to get down this thing. You can see the saguaros are starting to go again. See, saguaros thrive at we're getting closer down to 4,000 feet again. You know, now we were at 5,000 and you don't really see them up at the higher elevations, but as you get lower, you'll see more and more. They thrive all the way down to the desert floor up to about 4,000 feet. Anyway, just wanted to check in with you. Snow's melting quickly because of the heat. It's good for water down here. Next week could be a problem. This was my lunch break here. Not a bad spot. Dicey trying to get to it, but made it. We only have 1.5 miles to Hutch's Pool, and then another 2 miles, 3.5 I think for the day, once I can find a tent spot. Trees look healthy. They got the two things they need, sun and water. Can't get much better conditions than that. And they get a lot of sun all year. But with the water though, feeding it, their roots, really pretty. This was our first real river crossing on the Arizona Trail. Wasn't too bad. I did step into the water, 1 foot into the water. Really pretty down here. Okay, so here's the trail. And I found this not perfectly flat, but not bad spot. No roots, nothing. It's tight, but it's gonna work. Save me having to climb that thing this afternoon. It's 3 o'clock and that's perfect time to get done. And then we got a big climb tomorrow, but I just was really lucky to find this right by the water. There's water just over these rocks. So awesome to get in at 3 o'clock, take my time, eat, relax, work on a couple videos, and we will see you guys in the morning. This spot's literally like 3 feet off the trail, but the only little flat spot I could find. Barely, not quite flat, but it'll work. Just so you know, the end of this video will have Tanque Verde High School, which we went past yesterday, basically when we crossed the Agua Caliente. That high school is only about a quarter mile from there. So we watched that game against Rio Rico they played. So I hope you're enjoying those highlights of baseball. I'll give you a little different flavor of, and my personality. I'm a hiker and a baseball fanatic. Guys, have a good night. Check with you in the morning. We're gonna try to leave early to get up the rest of the mountain. We got about 2,500 or so feet to cover to get to Lemon Creek. It's only like 6.5 miles, but so I can take my time, but I wanna do it early when it's cool. Have a good night. Water, you can actually hear the water from here, so that'll be what I'll be going to sleep with. And there's no breeze really. Have a good night.